What's up, everyone? What is up, beautiful people of the world? Welcome back to the welcome to the very first episode of the Garrett Wolfe Podcast. This is the number one show for 18 to 35-year-old men who want to go from skinny fat to fizz fit freak, all without giving up all of the most enjoyable modalities of their life. So, this is the number one episode, and this is the number one podcast for 18 to 35-year-old skinny fat men. So if you're just tuning in with us and you're just now finding us out, then welcome. I'm Garrett Wolfe. I've been an online entrepreneur / marketer for the past 3 years of my life. I dropped out after just 1 year of attendance to Westfield State University, right around where COVID hit. That's when I dropped out, decided to start my online business. And now we're here. I have an Instagram, TikTok, a YouTube. I'm spread across all platforms. I'm an online trainer, and I specialize in taking skinny fat men and turning them into fizz fit freaks. If you don't know what a fizz fit freak is, because it's a term that I came up with, it's a little triple entendre, if you will. It stands for physical fitness freak. I just thought it sounded cool, and I spell freak with a PH because it's PH for physical, and that's the spiel behind that. So, we're here, guys. Welcome to the podcast. I'm so excited to get this podcast going for you guys. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to be able to pump out. We're going to start with about one a week, and we'll see how it goes from there. Maybe I'll bump it up to 3, and then maybe 5 times a week from there. I think that could be really fun. They're basically just going to be me spieling to the camera about something I'm passionate about. Today's topic is going to be why masculinity is dying and how you can fix it. Very popular topic going around the internet today. Obviously, you guys have probably heard the name Andrew Tate. I've been binge watching all of his podcasts because I think he's an absolute genius. He's a messiah, if you will. He's very woke, and I think he actually has successfully escaped the Matrix, as far as I can tell. So, I think anybody should try to digest and understand his frameworks and mindset because he's got a lot to offer and a lot to say, especially to young men, because I believe, similarly to what he spiels, is the world kind of looks pretty dull for a young man, like myself. I'm 21 years old, or for you young men out there. Basically, it just looks like go to school for 12 years, go to college, get a job that barely pays the bills, pay your mortgage, get a house, get a wife, have kids, and die regretting it all because you just worked your entire life without seemingly anything in return. And that's kind of the modern day madness. That's kind of what awaits every man these days if you're not taking action every single day trying to desperately escape the Matrix. And this is true, guys. This is 100% true. You need to escape the Matrix as quickly as possible because if you don't, it's going to trap you forever. Listen, if you're 18 to 35 years old, you're still young. You have time. You have enough time to, get your shit together, maybe build up some money at a job or something, but understand while you're working that job that you're working inside of the Matrix. You're working inside of a system literally built to indoctrinate you and keep you suppressed, literally meant to oppress you, to suppress your emotions and keep you died down. So just understand that fundamental fact and understand that to escape the Matrix, you may have to play with inside its rules for a while. So guys, I hear all kinds of men, saying to guys like me, they're always like, well, why do you care so much about money anyway? Money isn't everything. Money isn't happiness. And guys, money is basically like your arms and legs. I was just talking to my online friends about this the other day. Money is like an arm or a leg. It's like food and water, right? Food and water are necessities. These are necessities you need to survive. And you need to go out and you need to find food. You need to find water if you want to survive, right? You can no longer survive in this world without money. Okay, so you need money just like you need food, just like you need water. You can live off a little amount of money, but you're going to be hungry just as you are if you live off of a little amount of food. Or you're going to be thirsty just like you would be if you lived off a little amount of water. You see what I'm saying? The more money you have, the less hunger or desire necessary for that said money, Just like hunger is if you had like one meal a day, sure you would survive, but you'd still be hungry. You see what I'm saying here? It's the same with money. You can get a little bit of money, you can live check to check, you can pay off your mortgage and your bills and be fine, but you're still gonna be hungry, all right? That's as far as I can see it. You can have enough money to cover the bills, but you're still hungry. You're still desiring, the sports cars, the vacations, the throwing money at your girlfriend, for her nails, for her fucking purses, for her fucking, what do girls even do? Pedicures, for her hair, whatever the fuck. You just want to be able to throw money at people, right? Wouldn't you be living a better reality if every time you went out to eat, you could tip the server with a nice crisp $100 bill with a blue stripe right down the middle? How good do you think that would make you feel? I mean, just imagine the quality of life increase that someone might experience when they're no longer hungry for this money, when they just have enough money to not only survive, but to thrive. This is the kind of thing that I've been looking into, and that's why I'm trying everything possible to escape the matrix. That's one of the reasons I'm starting this podcast, just to get more known, to get more exposure, to spread my knowledge, if you will, but it's not even knowledge because I don't know shit. I'm just a kid with a camera. But spread my experiences. That's a better word. I'd rather use the word experiences because I don't think I'm knowledgeable or wise, when it comes to many things. But I've definitely lived my life the best I can and lived within my frameworks and my thinking patterns as diligently as I, know how to. So that's all I can really do. Share my experiences, share my thoughts, share my frameworks. So that brings me to what you can do, all right? What you need to do today, what you need to start doing every single day if you want any possible hope of escaping the matrix, while you're still relatively young, because plenty of people escape the matrix in their 50s, 60s, 70s, They don't really care about money anymore because they're on their way out. But if you want to retire by the time you're 30, then you need to work hard as fuck in your 20s, for 10 years, so you can escape the matrix while you're still young. Because another form of indoctrination or oppression, if you will, is actually old age. Obviously, being old oppresses you and suppresses you in a manner that's like unequivocal to anything else, right? When you're old, you can no longer do a lot of things that you could do when you're young. For example, like, going jet skiing or driving fast cars. Not to mention, you don't even really want to do that. Or, going on vacations because you're just tired all day. So that might be one of the biggest forms of oppression that's not really, being pushed by someone else. I know that that's kind of the definition of oppression, is one party, silencing or suppressing another party. But I'm talking about one party being old age and the suppressee, the person being suppressed, is the old person, right? So basically, escaping the matrix is escaping all forms of oppression, theoretically. Like, if life is like a video game, then escaping the matrix is completing every single quest, right? Reaching the highest level, the max level. No longer can anything tie you down, or no longer does any goal seem unreachable. No longer does any task seem unmanageable. You can always handle basically everything that life throws at you. Not to mention, guys, the type of person that it takes to escape the matrix, the type of man you have to become to actually build up the skill sets and requirements of escaping the matrix, you're going to be exponentially ahead of all other men that are, your age or even close to your age. Because have you guys seen the type of men walking around the world these days? I swear to God, they have lower testosterone than my fucking grandma. It's absolutely flabbergasting. They literally walk around with their fucking tail tucked between their legs, with their fucking hands like this. Like, what is this? What is this? What? And they're painting their nails and shit, like men, like, saying it's okay to express your emotions, which it can be, but it's definitely not attractive. And the women that are telling you to express their emotions are the same women that won't respond to your DM when you message them on Instagram. So who the fuck are you listening to? Who are you getting advice from? I mean, seriously, you're listening to the advice of the same women that won't fucking hit you back up. Like, are you stupid? Do you have something wrong with you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get over aggressive there, but seriously, it's like, I can't believe that people aren't seeing what's happening in real time. Literally in real time, America is getting more and more suppressed. The men, it's losing its masculinity more and more and more. Every year, the feminist movement is being pressed and shoved down our gullets. I mean, how many times did we have a feminist rally in high school, in college, and feminism fucking being talked about, thrown around all over the place in college and high school? And where were the men's rights activists? Where were they at? Did you guys see them anywhere? Did you guys see anyone talk about a single problem that a man faces? Because I didn't. I certainly did not. And then this country wonders why, suicide is 2/3 of the time men. It's because men have the most problems and the least representation, while women have the least problems and the most representation. And that's why 2/3 of suicides are men. That's why 70% of divorces are initiated by women. That's why marriage is the feminine agenda and has nothing to do with guys. There's actually no benefit to marriage if you're a man, so I don't see why any man would get married, other than obviously to please his wife that's going to divorce him in 5 to 10 years time, which is absolutely insane. So what you guys can do is take your most valuable form of currency back. You need to take the power of your most valuable form of currency back. And that's your attention, guys. The most valuable form of currency that we have in this world right now is attention, right? So you need to be mindful of where you're spending your attention, all right? All of us, or not all of us, but too many of us these days are giving out our attention like we have unlimited amounts. We're giving out our attention to these random TikTok bitches, or we're giving out our attention to some dumbass YouTube video that we don't even care about if we took a second to think about, or you're giving out your attention to Netflix, you're giving out your attention to Hulu, you give out your attention to anyone that wants to basically take up your time. I mean, you're not even framing your attention or screening your attention through like a screening process to see where your attention is actually even going. So you're fucked because your most valuable form of currency is your attention, and you're giving it out to anybody who will give you the time of day. So we as men, we need to take the power back, right? We need to take our attention back. Stop looking at these fucking TikTok bitches because they don't matter. We need to take the attention back to ourselves and actually give it to the people that literally deserve it. Not just anyone. Not these random TikTok bitches that look like shit when they don't have a filter on, or these random strippers, or porn, or fucking Netflix, or Hulu, or YouTube, or all these things. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, all these things that suck the energy out of men. You need to not get rid of them, guys. I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm saying just be mindful. Like, if you're watching, like, I don't know, say you're watching like a Call of Duty like video, right, on YouTube. If you like Call of Duty and you're entertained and you're learning something, that's fine, right? That's fine. But me personally, I found myself watching like, League of Legends videos or Call of Duty videos, years after I stopped playing the game. So what I'm giving my attention to has no relevance to my life whatsoever anymore. So I'm literally just wasting time. I'm burning time. Like, your attention is the most valuable currency in this entire economy right now. So just be mindful of what you give it to, right? Just moderate where your attention is going and be mindful of it so that you can maybe take it away here, take it away there, and that's ultimately how men of this country are going to take power back. But I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to listen to me, and you're probably going to keep giving your attention out to random bitches. But then when you come crying back to me wondering why bitches don't give you attention, it's because your attention is worth zero, and that's why nobody will give you attention, is because your attention, your literal essence of life isn't even worth a time a day. It's not worth a dickens. It's not worth shit, right? Because you're giving it to everyone, so it's basically free. Your attention is effectively free at this point. So if you don't take the power back, if you don't take your attention back, then nobody's ever going to give attention to you. And the easiest way to get rich in this country is attention plus monetization. So if you can find a way to make your attention so valuable that you can put a price tag on it and now it's monetizable, put those together, figure out attention, monetization, put them together, and that can make anybody rich, right, guys? So if you're wondering why you're poor and you're giving out your attention to any motherfucker that'll give you the time of day, then I'm here to tell you that that's why you're poor, and you need to take the power back so that America can become more masculine and not get dominated by China in 20 years, because they actually banned the feminist and power movement over in China, and I think that's the best possible course of action that could have happened, because not only are they happier at home, but they have more father figures in the household. They are like a beehive, they're united. They have unity. But America, we have no unity. We just have groups of people who are butting heads, fighting against each other, who have absolutely no fucking idea what they're talking about, and they don't even know what they're fighting for, right? Feminism, fucking, I could say a bunch of things, but they're gonna get flagged on YouTube, and I bet this video is already gonna get flagged and probably demonetized and probably shadow banned and not pushed out to the masses, because this is a viewpoint that's heavily suppressed or heavily shut down by people for whatever reasons, because we're so inclusive, right? We're so inclusive, but then when I come to you with my viewpoint, you shut it down because I'm a white man. And if you don't think white men are oppressed in this country, then you're either one, stupid as fuck, or 2, anything but a white man and still stupid as fuck. Because I can tell you as a 21-year-old white man that I've been oppressed since the day I was born. I've been oppressed and suppressed for being a white man because of the things my ancestors did, or the things that my race does to people, and how I'm so privileged and I have all these things given to me, and yet I haven't seen a single thing, only things that are taken from me, right? So, but that's a topic for another podcast. So I want to thank you guys real quick for joining me today for this little rant. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a podcast like this probably 1 time a week to start off. Maybe I'll switch to 3 if I'm really liking it. I really do like spieling my experiences to you guys, because even if you don't agree with me, it's better to get your viewpoint out there so we can have a discussion about it, rather than just be suppressed and depressed all your life and then, end up fucking killing yourself and end up being one of the 2/3 and end up just becoming a statistic later on. So please engage in dialogue with me. Don't get emotional about it. I know these are emotional topics, but we need to talk logically as men. Take the masculinity back. Take the power back. Take your attention back. And, you can't fail. You'll be richer than ever. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. This is the Garrett Wolfe Podcast, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.